Hey everybody, it's Kyle. Hey, I got two questions yesterday. One of them was regarding a child on the spectrum who basically forces her or his mother to lay down with them until they're asleep each night. And the other one was about a child on the spectrum who is really resisting leaving different places where they enjoy being and kind of fighting the parent. And so I want to address both of those, and I think I can probably address them with the same answer. And as you probably know, I have two sons on the spectrum. One is 17 now, one is 14. And we've experienced very similar circumstances to both of these. I won't say exact, but I think a lot of this kind of revolves around a little bit of fear and a little bit of control. And let me explain what I mean by that. So our kids, in a lot of cases, mine specifically, they really want control. And it's come to my attention over the years that a lot of kids who are on the autism spectrum feel like they don't have any control over anything because things are just willy-nilly, and there's some lack of understanding of what they can and can't control, and so they're really craving control. And so any chance they get to take control or try to take control, they will, even if it's in bad situations like having meltdowns when they have to leave a friend's house, or because they don't want to leave because they want to control that situation. So the other one is fear. And we had a similar situation with my older two sons, who was afraid of the dark for years and years and years. And so we had to kind of, like this other person is help them overcome that fear. And sometimes that's a long process. It was for us. We had night lights in the room that were so bright it was almost like it was light in those rooms. And as you can imagine, that didn't really help the situation, but certainly it allowed us to help them overcome their fear. So the other thing is we've got to, as parents, we've got to pick our battles, and we've got to create situations where they can feel in control but still not be in control. And I'll give you an example from my son, who also had a situation where when we took him places, first of all, he wanted to go places, and he didn't always get to. And that was a problem. He'd melt down when he didn't get to go to Walmart or wherever it is he wanted to go, because he knew that if he went to Walmart, there's a chance he could talk his way into a toy, or get Pop-Tarts or whatever it is that he had on his mind. And so a part of that was to allow him to have some sort of control, and maybe give him certain days that we could do that and put those on the calendar. Or in a lot of cases, it was just a massive amount of patience. When we would leave his grandparents' house and he didn't want to go, we would give him a countdown clock, and I'm sure you've heard of these things. We're going to go in 10 minutes, okay, 10 minutes, and then 5 minutes, and then 1 minute. And sometimes that 1 minute stretched into 10 more minutes. But certainly, that was just us exercising patience and letting him feel like he had more control. So, I wish I had a great answer to solve what these parents might consider problems. But the reality is, you can solve the way you manage that as a parent and handle that in a better way. And I think that's really the answer, because our kids are going to press our buttons. They're going to try to push us to the edge constantly to see how much control they can get. And if they know they can tip us over the edge and frustrate us and make us angry whenever they want, that's also a form of control. So we've got to watch out that we don't lose our patience with them very quickly. So hopefully that's helpful. Again, two reasons this is happening. Fear. They're afraid of certain things and we just don't know it sometimes. And we can help them overcome that fear. And control. they don't feel like they have any control sometimes, and they want control. We all want control in our lives. And so if we can help them feel safe and feel more in control, then we can win those battles, and we can provide our kids what they need. So hopefully that's helpful. Have a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.